audience, and this is the first thing people see is the giant 50-foot Santa.
Oh yeah, there is a.
And that's 50 feet from the pedestal up to the top.
Oh my gosh!
So from the base of the house, you're talking about a height of almost 70 feet.
That's huge.
Yeah. There. Well, I made those two robots about 14 years ago. They took me about 3 days apiece, and they're all made out of recycled materials.
What kind of recycled materials are we talking about here? Oh my gosh!
Well,
I see a keyboard, and what else?
Well, you've got everything in here. You can pretty much imagine, you know, you've got
these car parts or these
super soaker. Yeah, there's some car parts, some vacuum cleaner parts.
Vacuum cleaner.
You know, cooler right there, split in half for the rotors, circular saw. And this is the first of several tunnels. Tunnel of lights.
Tunnel of lights.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And basically, what you're seeing here is an entire tunnel filled with 200 inflatables that, because of the incredible powerful windstorms we get here, this kind of evolved to be the tunnel of inflatables and lights. And they're basically wedged in a huge space, and it creates its own tunnel effect, and all the inflatables are jammed in a mass. It's absolutely amazing. It's running off of 100 amps of power just on the inflatables alone.
Which does bring me to your electric bill, which is
well,
the standard.
The highest it ever peaked out was $22,000 in 2007.
Wow.
But I've been switching over to the LEDs, so that it's been bringing it down. The Holiday Village in here.
The Holiday Village.
So you've got everything in here that you could ever want, you know, for this time of the year. I mean, you've got a cotton candy wreath here.
Okay, and
you've got the Boogie Bread Man.
Boogie Bread Man.
Yeah, and this is the Santa house. It rises to a height of nearly 30 feet.
30 feet. Now I see you have the whole thing kind of netted in. Is that just fashion or is that function? Is there a reason
actually, what you're seeing here is an area of about 14,000 square feet of lights that are actually the sky above the display. So the entire sky, wherever you look up in about the front third quadrant of the display, is all lights. And it's the whole sky above the display.
Wow.
So, of course, you'll see Santa everywhere you turn.
This guy, who's the green giant here?
Well, basically, it's a robot made out of glue. It's one of actually several that you see. And basically, it just takes solid glue. This one has some rebarb in it, but there's actually some robots that are just made out of nothing but glue.
And the largest tunnel.
Yeah, the largest tunnel branches off in two directions, and it's about 150 feet in total length. You're surrounded by glowing hand bots. There's an army of them. Here we have a giant 30-foot tall snowman.
I thought it was 50 foot.
No, this one's only about 30. Maybe it's 35 feet at the most at the top.
Okay.
But basically, you know, big is great. The bigger is better, and the biggest is the best. This is the ticket booth to Microwave-O-Land. Real polite and friendly ticket master here, set up for the holidays.
Yeah, she does look friendly. Very warm and welcoming.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions on anatomy, it's there.
Yeah.
This is Ken Irwin Sr.
You live here in Palm Springs, and you've opened your home to thousands of people. For how many years now have you been doing this?
About 25 years.
About 25 years. Your son creates such unique things, and he's been telling us that he started, you know, from such an early age, and I'm just amazed at how supportive you're able to be in his endeavors. Can you tell us a little bit about, you know, why you are behind him 1,000%, and I can see that you are.
Well, I think it would be criminal not to be. In the case with my son, he demonstrated an incredible talent with art from the time he was about 5, 6 years old. He drew in perfect perspective the full streetscape, from up where we were all the way down to the bottom of the street, and in detail. So with a ballpoint pen. So then I said, "Wow!" And I brought his mother out, and she was an artist, but she came out and she said, "Wow, that's really something." So that was just the first tip of the iceberg. You know, the point is, if you repress people, and particularly young people, that need the freedom to be able to create and the need into a sense of adventure, and not feel as if they're going to be punished just for doing something that comes naturally to them to do. Yeah. Do you see anything around here that's destructive? Just the opposite. What you'll see is everything is creative and inspiring.